Welcome back. We're doing another cage match this week. So Polk's here with me on Skype this time,
Hello.
and we're just going to try and play, I guess, tactician games until we're sick of it. It's appropriate. This is his avatar on the forums and here on GoKo. So if anyone else has a particular card they want to play, your chances of playing in the cage match increase if it's your avatar. It's working for Polk, and it's going to work for Leopold as well. So, um, anyway, I think we'll just go ahead and start the games. I don't know how many people are watching right now, but um, we'll just get started now.
I have to say I'm pretty excited for this because I think Tactician's going to play more than IGG did last week.
Yeah, I think Tactician is pretty well a perfect card for this kind of thing. It's it's strong, but it's not dominating, and it has some. It kind of enables strategies rather than uh, lim. Doesn't really prevent you from using anything. It just enables stuff. So I think it's good for that respect.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Oh, so I have to think on the first board. This makes me a little sad.
Um,
Well, I guess I don't have to think that much. It's a Tactician match. I got to open
oh,
Tactician.
you got the 5-2. Yeah. So this board is okay for not really building a double tactician, but it's still a good tactician board. The big hands are nice, and there's no there's nothing else really competing with it too much. So um, and it's I guess it's possible with I didn't really think of that. Now that you've got a native village, it's not impossible to build a um, maybe something that looks like a double tactician that plays a lot of monuments.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm not really sure that it's fast enough though.
Yeah.
Debating whether I even want the silver. Think so.
The problem with the native village thing is you have no control over what you pick up off put on the mat. So early
Right.
on, it probably works fine, but then later on, if there was just something to discard, then you could probably build the double tactician thing.
Do another silver. See, this is exactly the type of board where I feel like I really want to go vineyards, but it just might be a trap.
Yeah, it's hard without buys here, I think. Um, I, I mean, you can get the action certainly, but then it's kind of hard to buy the vineyards quickly enough.
Mm-hmm.
So on the stream, I took the ISO Tactician art and put it on top of the regular Tactician art
Oh,
to
nice.
because we've got this sort of this theme going of ISO was well, there's this guy with this username who's always watching the streams, and
I saw that last week,
yeah,
and he was changing the names of the
the
games.
tables, yeah.
I actually almost accidentally joined his game
Really.
because I thought it was you.
Hmm.
You're on Central Time too, right?
Yep.
I have to say, with the time change, it's been really sad that it's dark so early.
Yeah. Last week there was a big discussion about time about daylight savings in the chat. I didn't read it all.
Yeah,
But
I have to say I'm kind of anti daylight savings time.
yeah, I never have really thought enough about it to form a position. It's like a just a thing that always happens, so I guess I'm used to it.
All right. Now the question is, do I really want to do a second tactician or not? I do kind of like your idea with pillage. Hmm. If I do what you do, it can't be wrong, right?
Right.
Oh, you have lighthouse. Oh, shoot. Forgot about that.
Hmm. Um.
I'm actually kind of anti-Central Time too. I kind of think Central Time should just be Eastern Time.
Surely there are enough. I guess it doesn't. 1 hour doesn't seem to make a big difference. Um, so I
No,
guess
and
we could be.
yeah, and the thing is, like, we do so much work with East Coast people
I see.
that a lot of times when it's like 4 o'clock, they leave the offices in New York and D.C. and are like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to do this? I think so. Good choice. Good choice. I always love it when I set an estate aside.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I need a little bit of luck.
Double province. That'll. I don't know if I'm going to be able to produce that anytime soon.
Oh, boo.
Well, I guess.
Lighthouse in hand doesn't work, right?
Yeah. I don't know what to toss though.
Explorer.
I just like Explorer a lot. I don't know if it's actually good. Here, it's probably okay.
What to do?
I could talk about how there's possible synergy. The Tactician gives me a big hand, and then it'll help me line up Explorer and Province. Probably not though.
This isn't a game where money's bad either, so.
No. JSA just saying I should have made you discard an estate earlier just to throw you for a loop, I guess.
That would have done that. Uh, might be bragging though. You're that good. You can make me discard an
Right,
estate
yeah.
and still win.
Sure.
Maybe I need some actual money. Let's see. Yeah, Explorer is kind of tempting, isn't it? Hmm. Yeah, I'll just go with the gold. All right. Got to make sure you don't have any lighthouses in play this time.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Guess I don't want you getting any more points. I've noticed you like buying duchies with 5 provinces left in these types of games.
Yeah, I don't know if that's right at all here, but uh, I don't know how much it's going to impact. I mean, I'm going to be pretty dependent on drawing Tactician to get up to province again. Um, well, I keep hitting 7, so. Uh, yeah, of course. I drew my Tactician with a handful of golds and estates.
Yes, that's exactly how it works.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's in my deck? Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and set something aside. Eight. And do I spend 2 spoils just so I can buy another pillage? That seems a little excessive. Let's just get the province.
It's looking bad for me. You played a lighthouse.
I
That's
did.
unfortunate.
Yeah, this is my bad hand, though.
I guess if I had, yeah, I'm missing it here by 1, because that would have won it for me.
That would have. And I think here I actually am gonna be able to get it.
Yep.
Oh man, that was really close.
Yep. Good game.
Good game.
So we got a little Tactician in. At least he wasn't completely useless. He didn't shine, but
Tactician games are a lot of fun. I really like the card because it was the first card where I realized that, hey, you actually don't like having average hands all the time. You like
right,
having good hands and bad hands.
right.
Um, so that was a lot of fun to figure out.
It's a great card.
That's kind of why I have it as an avatar. And I also really like the ISO art because it's the painting of Napoleon
Right.
crossing the Alps or something. This does not look fun. Just yuck.
Hmm.
Ooh. Oh, interesting. All right, let's do this. So gain the card first, then shuffle the deck. I think that's probably the right call there. Then we return stuff. Ooh, 6 again. Butcher Big Money is really good.
I'm not going to be buying a Tactician in this game.
Well, I believe I still am.
If there had been a village, I would have.
Just want more butchers. That is a good question. Or I could do another Vagrant Wishing Well. That seems less good than just getting a butcher.
I'm going to do Duchy Duke for anybody who isn't. Since I bought the Duchy now, I don't have to pretend like it's a secret.
That's true.
Um,
That's true.
so I can talk about it for the chat. I don't think Ambassador is great here, but we'll find out. You can certainly draw cards with the Wishing Wells and the Vagrants, but I don't think a thin deck is going to be that well rewarded here. But we'll see.
There we go. Well, I guess I need to fight you here. Yeah, I didn't plan this out quite as well, I think. Mm-hmm. Alright, well, at least I can split them with you. That's okay.
Yeah.
is how do I want to do this? I kind of don't want to butcher my butcher because it's such a good card. So I shall just keep it. And of course I gave you some points here with the estates.
Yeah, I don't know how many you gave me, and I've been butchering them. I don't know what the score is though. I'm sure. I mean, I know I'm ahead, but I don't know by how much.
What, 3 estates in the trash?
Yeah, I guess we could. I don't. I guess I didn't watch if you got rid of all yours. But, so
Boo.
I used quite a lot of resources there actually to double Duke, and so I'm not sure that was worth it. I had to trash the silver, and I used up a coin token, so I could have stocked up coin tokens. But it seemed superficially better to get the Dukes now rather than later. I don't know if that's true or not. Apparently the Twitch so Twitch will send out if you follow people on Twitch, it'll send out notifications when they start streaming, but it doesn't actually do a very good job. Apparently they're talking about this in the chat.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That the notifications go out like several minutes, like half an hour. Like Amaloy still hasn't gotten one, even though we've been streaming for however long.
Now I have to think. Alright, at least I got 2 coin tokens on you.
We split the Dukes, right? Or did I get...
We did, I think.
Or did I
think we split the Dukes and the Duchies, yeah. I believe. I think the only difference is what's going on with these estates.
Yeah. I mean, you have a decent shot of getting a province, I would think, but...
Yeah, the problem is that I had to trash one of my butchers to get the Duke, so I'm not going to be accumulating things as quickly as I would like. Tokens as quickly as I would like.
I guess your wishes aren't really
and they're not
much for you
at this moment. Nope. Oh, boo.
I'll say that I think following for estates is probably a losing proposition.
I'm going to count on getting $4 at some point.
Right. I mean, if you can do that before the...
Oh, but you can do this. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Butcher?
I'm not even sure if a province is
going to do it.
I don't know. It probably is. I didn't get that many estates from you. But yeah,
yeah, I can't do it now.
I think since you have to get a province to win, it's probably better to hold off on the estates. Otherwise, you're just rushing to the end of a game that you're losing in.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I was behind the whole way there because I did not have a coherent strategy.
I was lucky my deck was huge anyways, but my butchers didn't collide there till that very last hand, so that was nice.
That was good that you saw the ambassador thing. I go on automatic every time I see ambassador.
Yeah. I played a game earlier today with that we went for the ambassadors, but it seemed like they weren't doing so much, but I think they probably were still necessary. It's just that it's just so good.
Hmm.
But there, I think Duke is one of the things that makes it skippable, just because the coppers don't hurt as much.
Yeah, in fact, that butcher, like that, you could butcher estates into vagrants
Yeah, that
is just
was
great.
pretty nice too. I would have done it without Vagrant too, though. Just going for estates into silvers.
Oh, interesting.
Um,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That makes sense.
um, so
All sorts of different types of kingdoms today.
this one looks like it could be pretty nice for Tactician, actually.
Hmm. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you too.
So I'm pretty confident my mouse is not going to explode this week.
Yeah. So did it? So a battery, something with a battery.
Yeah, battery leaked.
Yeah.
So I guess it like the battery popped and then it leaked fluid everywhere.
Yeah.
So that was no good. So I've got my old mouse that US plugs into the USB port. Pretty confident that's not going to fail on me. Silver, silver. Getting to 5 is so important, but trashing's important too. I
think I probably, if I was doing my opening again, I probably would do silver wishing well. Not silver, silver, but I didn't think it all the way through.
Well, I think I'm going to roll the dice on trade route.
And I'd probably take a, if I was opening with a trasher, probably develop. Though I'm not sure about either of them. I got the lucky reshuffle.
Oh yeah, because estates can become wishing wells or something with
Yeah.
develop. Yeah, yeah.
All right, we both got trade route. So JSH and I are trying to talk up trade route.
Oh, okay.
As a super card or something. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing, but I could have picked up the an estate to boost the trade rates.
Boy, that'd be awfully nice of you.
Yeah.
Armory, huh? Well, your deck came together awfully quickly there. Yeah.
Um, so I'm actually skipping on playing a Tactician there just to get the last festival that I feel are important enough. Um, it seems like it'll be needed. Um, now I'm not sure here whether I want to do a double Tactician thing, or get my draw from libraries and
Library.
such, libraries and or watchtowers, or just wishing wells. Um, since it is a Tactician cage match.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty much going to do that. It has to, just for the sake of doing it. I think now I want to do. Well, another trade route.
I mean, I'm really succumbing to fancy play syndrome here.
Oh,
I mean, I think so. I mean, it's kind of uh, what happens on these boards, anyways, a lot of the time.
yeah.
But
Hey, I'm still debating when I want to pick up Sab. So
right. Oh gosh, I don't know if I'd do that, but
I was really considering it actually until you started armoring all the wishing wells.
yeah, I think it would be hard to make Saboteur hurt here. Um, although losing a festival would suck. Leopold, I'm gonna talk to. I hope you don't mind if I talk to the chat some, or I hope.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
Hopefully, it's not confusing. I guess mainly. So Leopold, I will probably replace the Watchtower art as well with the ISO art when we play our match, um, because we're sponsored by ISO is better. Um, as our largest fan. My deck's not really coming together. But we can probably just run out these ruins and the wishing wells and have the game end on a 3 pile.
Yep. 6 ruins left. We've still got a ways to go. Sadly, I did not draw my trade routes. What is going on here? This. Tack. And. I'm not thin enough. So I'm going to grab the dreaded third Tactician.
Hmm.
I've not been able to trash very much, have I?
There, I'll boost your
My trader outs.
yeah, I'll boost your
Thank you.
traders.
Come on.
Amaloy is criticizing my wishing, um, which I'm sure he's right, but I'm one of the worst wishing wellers of all time. So advice about wishing well is somewhat wasted on me because I usually just ignore it and wish for something terrible.
How did I get up to 6 buys? That's quite a lot of buys. All right, so I guess I need points because I can't let you just pile out on me. I feel like I played this game really badly. Ugh. I'll power him up too.
I don't have a. I don't have a tactician in play, so I'm not really doing much.
Problem is, both my second and third tacticians are in my bottom 5 cards here, so this makes me really sad.
So I guess I should ask if you are available to do this again next week, or if you want to take a break, or if you need to stop next week, and I'll get
So I am not
Leopold on.
available probably until after Thanksgiving,
Okay.
actually.
All right, sounds good. I mean, you're under no obligation. It was just since you suggested the IGG match.
Oh
And,
yeah. Oh, I love to play great games.
yeah.
So
So
sadly, I just don't have enough time to do it regularly.
sure. Um, so probably then next week we'll do the Watchtower if Leopold is available. Um, so you should tell me, Leopold, in the chat if you can play next week at roughly this time. Although we can actually do the time whenever is convenient for you, Leopold.
You know what's really sad here? Is I don't even know if I should be buying anything.
Well, I wouldn't buy a death card or a wishing well.
Yeah.
I mean, the odds of me ending the game on this next turn
You do have tack in play.
are extremely high.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. This is just bad.
But
It's a little
that's not.
balanced too.
I don't know how many estates I've trashed, but that's probably not enough. That might be enough points to make me have to. Oh man, I didn't realize this, but I've got Survivor's Wishing Well synergy.
Oh, best ruins.
It's
I actually think Survivors was underrated
It's
in
here.
the in Quist's ranking.
yeah. We
Yeah, this is not looking good, I have to say.
GSH likes to troll people in the chat about the new set a lot. Yeah, I should be able to pile here just because I have so many buys. I don't even have to take the whatever they are,
Oh, you ended the game on me. I wasn't even paying attention
the
there.
death cards. So
Yeah.
good game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Again, we only produced 18, 15 points in 19 turns. This is probably
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the most
Yeah,
competitive of things.
I think you're right about the develop though at the beginning because my trade route. I think probably Silver Wishing Well was probably the way to go. Yeah, because the trashing helped me not at all, and my trade route kept causing problems by colliding with things.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, the double tactician seems a little. I think probably you can do a little bit of the library or watchtower thing is probably just as good for draw, and you don't have to do the discarding of the hands for the tactician. I'm not sure though. It was we did not do anything very fast there, so it doesn't
No.
look real strong. But
All right, to even it up, you won the last two games here.
is it? Did you win the first two? You won
One.
you won
I won
one.
the first
Okay,
one, so it's
okay,
2-1
2-1. All right,
in this highly competitive game
right.
with so many rating points at
At
stake.
stake. Oh, the tactician artist sitting on top of bank now. I
Uh
gotta,
oh.
I gotta move it.
Actually, the official tactician art is pretty good.
Okay, so this looks like I'll just say it since I don't think there's a mystery, um, or too much of a mystery. It looks like you can build uh, some sort of megaturn thing with bridges here, since we've got a lot of draw and villages and stuff. So it may end up being that you want to just go for green sooner than a megaturn, but one should probably at least give yourself an opportunity for it. Um,
I think the end game's gonna be really tricky on this.
or one person will just be way ahead and be able to pile out really easily.
Getting to open governor, that's pretty good, I have to say.
I don't actually know what the right governor option is there, but we'll see.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Yeah. Hmm. Band of Misfits would be useful if there were any other $4 actions besides bridge, but there's not.
Are you sure you don't want to overpay for a bridge?
A gold. So I had three. I don't even really want the silver.
Ah, Bank. Bridge, meh, maybe. More governors. Can never go wrong with governor.
JSH is talking up the Governor Harvest combo, whatever that happens to be.
Governor Harvest combo. Okay.
Mostly he spouts nonsense.
Harvest is one of my favorite weak cards. I just always want to find a place for it. I just always wish it's better than it really is. Just get a governor. What the heck?
I forgot to see all of Leopold's responses, but Leopold, Friday would be fine as well, and a little bit earlier than this would also be fine. So, whatever works for you. I mean, I guess I'm not sure about Friday yet, but Friday would probably be okay. I had to trigger a nasty reshuffle, but I got a pretty good turn out of it.
That draw was so nice. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
So for the people who can see my hand, i.e. the chat, there I trashed this silver to get a bridge instead of just buying a bridge with the money I had in hand, because I'd rather not have the silver.
You know what I'm really tempted to do is to not go for a super bridge turn and just go all in on governors, flood you with silver to hope that you can't line things up, and then go for a big governor turn.
Yeah, you can. Um, I think the. I mean, your mega turn doesn't have to get all the provinces, but I think if you're not in a position to get several, you'll probably be hurting. But yes, giving me silver does disrupt what I can do pretty well.
I was really hoping you weren't going to trigger my reshuffle there.
Um, I keep wanting to put in a tactician, but I don't know when to do it.
11.
You can buy a colony.
I can! Goko, let me buy a colony.
I think the issue with tactician here is that you losing that one turn can actually be a pretty big deal, uh, depending on when it is.
I can't let you get these bridges, sadly.
Well, you could. Like now I'm thinking about the tactician. I don't remember how many bazaars I have. JSH is always teasing the people about testing. Um, now I'm getting these goals. um, oh, that's too much. I didn't want to do that. I was thinking I'd have money to buy a governor or bazaar.
Oh no, internet connection problem.
I can still hear you.
I just got booted from the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I can hear you on Skype just fine.
What the heck? My internet didn't cut out or anything. Yeah, I'm back at the home screen and logged out of GoGo.
Alright. Well,
Boy, that's really sad. That was a good
yeah. I don't
game.
know what was going to happen there. This website, you know where that wouldn't have happened?
I think
We
I do.
we all know on what website that wouldn't have happened because it features a simple reconnect feature.
Which has supposedly been in the works for GoCo for years.
Just yeah. It also conveniently has a chat that does not appear above your card playing area. Somehow they managed to code that in. Doug's is a genius. How did I didn't even know I didn't know you could have a game chat that didn't appear. Oh, this is a bummer. The young witch put the tactician on the second page, so I can't put my.
Well, you can put it over Squire, so when you change the page,
Yeah,
it's
we'll
okay.
just put it on Squire and Squire. It's sort of
Oh, that's
tactician
really
like.
sad because I really wanted to see how that last game was going to turn out. Um, huh.
All right, we're just
Oh
gonna.
well.
I'm gonna play the entire game with the second page up. I'm only gonna buy cards that are accessible while viewing the second page. So
Only Silver and Tactician, huh?
silver. Well, I'll get a gold vent eventually.
Actually, this is slightly tricky.
JSH is teasing him again.
All right.
All right, I switched back to the first page. I couldn't stay committed, which means I also haven't really looked at the cards yet. Well, it's Swindler, so that looks like probably a good idea. Um, and it's the Bane even. So we haven't had any of the really good double tactician enablers yet. Well, Festival's pretty good, but the
Yeah, it didn't turn out to be super spectacular with the super light trashing.
right, you need a little bit heavier trashing to make that work. Um,
I'm always like iffy with Swindler and Market Square on the board at the same time. I
yeah,
got burned one time where I went Swindler and someone went really heavy in Market Squares. I'm like, what the heck is he doing?
yeah. I
And then
think
all of a sudden he was just flooded with golds.
I think I've lost that game before too. I never go for. I mean, I rarely go for Market Square's defense, but it. I have definitely lost that game to the guy going for the. You know what we really need is to get the treasure maps in hand with the Market Square. That's 5 golds
There you go. There you
right
go.
there. I'm just gonna build this deck until I have a handful of Market Squares and treasure maps. Are you still in the game? I got the a pop-up message.
Oh, I am still in the
Okay,
game.
cool.
Um,
I just wanted to check.
I have not gotten my internet connection issue bubble from GoCo yet, so I think I'm okay on this end. I've got 4 bars of Wi-Fi. That's good. Question is, do I want the Tactician now? What's my deck gonna look like? Hmm. Yeah, get the Soothsayer now.
You can try the market square.
There you go. I
I've got the
could.
swindlers. Hopefully, hit your soothsayer.
I'm actually gonna go workshop.
Our soothsayers may not give out too many curses when all's said
No.
and done. Boo.
Yes. Finally a
Boo.
miss. There we go.
At the end, I expect some curses to get converted back.
Yeah.
Of course, it probably won't happen for me. I forgot Tactician was on the board. That's a good point, Leopold.
I really
The
want to
second
try like
page
a
was,
double tack.
hey, does anybody remember what website there is where Tactician would be on a page where it's visible with every other card? Can anyone think of a...
I mean, there's clearly just no place you can put it here in the first page. It just has to be on the second
What
page.
is this blue sky here to the left of the green cards?
Just like when they have platinums and colonies on the second page. This one card has to be stuffed to the second page, right? It's kind of weird how that happens, where they find space for platinum and colonies,
Yeah,
but they can't
they
find
can't
space
find
for
space
one extra.
for an 11th card.
I kind of really want council room. But I have a feeling that would be bad. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, what a terrible hand!
Well, you knew you had at least two terminals sitting in there.
This is so bad. Your soothsayer saved my hand. I drew a warehouse.
Oh, great.
Let's see if. Oh, and then I drew Copper Estate Curse. So my
So
hand
it didn't really save your hand.
my next two hands are just going to be absolutely spectacular. I can
Well,
just. I
it's
can just
probably
tell.
worth it. All right, there we go.
Huh? No. How did this happen? Is my deck really this bad?
I don't know. Boo.
Yay!
I should have played that soothsayer first, then I wouldn't have. I think I would like more minstrels. I drew you plenty of cards.
You did, for sure. I guess I'll take the last one. And I'm not sure I should have really triggered that, but that's okay. I think this is the first time I've played that. Did I? Maybe that's why I have so little economy. I have no golds yet.
Hooray. I wish I had stayed just because I was going to trigger a quite a nice reshuffle actually. A reshuffle almost as good as trashing. If those two had been on there, had stayed on there, oh well. Um,
Oh, God. You're not gonna pile out on me somehow here, are you?
it could happen.
Oh, great! 2 estates and 3 curses. Just what I wanted to see.
Oh, there you go, free point.
Thank you. Makes up for this turn. This is so bad. I actually really like Workshop here.
If you're gonna get it, I would have opened with it. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't really. Maybe that was just the luck of the draws, but I mean, I got plenty of wandering minstrels, right? And
It's true.
um, so I'm not sure. This could be just a horrific shuffle. Well, there's no point. Okay. I was about to autoplay a wandering minstrel that would have been absolutely horrible. Um, I'm getting pretty close to the 3 pile.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I like Workshop because it's not just wandering minstrels. I mean, I can grab warehouses and market squares and other things that are neutral to the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure that it matters given these piles are going down so fast, though. Oh, man. Really? Need gold. Need some money.
Yeah, I mean the warehouses does keep being a good target for workshop, but it seems I still think I would have opened with it if I was gonna do it, but it's not bad when you got it either.
Oh, you did have to get that province, didn't you? Alright, let me think here. What am I gonna do? 6, 7, 8.
Just buy some estates. Just buy 5 estates.
I was kind of hoping I'd have enough to buy a province and pile estates, but I think I'm a little short.
Well, I mean, I don't know how the curse split went. I guess if we were playing with the point counter, we'd know. Um, it's not impossible for 5 estates to win, right? I mean, I just got province estate. It's maybe not very likely. Um,
You purchased 3 estates though.
I purchased 1 estate.
Where are the other 3 then?
They got swindled.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you're right. It's not impossible. I'm not so sure about this.
It probably
I
it
think
probably
we've
isn't.
each flipped a curse.
It probably isn't winning at this point.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Do you like the point counter? I can turn it on if you
I kind of prefer not
prefer.
to have it,
Okay.
but
Then we'll play without it because I don't have a strong
I
preference.
kind of like being forced to think. It helps me pay attention to what's going on. I think I tend to zone out with the point counter. Although this is being streamed, so I probably shouldn't zone out.
I
All
better
right,
switch
there you
back
go.
to the second page so that the tactician art is in its proper place.
Oh, giving you 2 estates back, and then piled the states and bought a province. Huh? Didn't know I was gonna hit that second estate though. All right, now I have to think. So if I give you an estate, that's 4 estates left, which means I need $8 to buy the estates. But I have a workshop, so I only need $6 and 3 buys. And I have it, I think. So, workshop the estate, Squire buys, and that should do it, right?
Well, it depend on how the curses went, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
That
Nice.
was a risk worth taking.
Good game.
That was a good game.
I guess I shouldn't have taken that estate. Hmm.
That was pretty fortunate I hit both those estates, though, because I dropped to a point
Yeah.
and then was able to pile out.
Yeah.
So we have what, one dropped game, and then other than that, we're 2-2.
I guess so. That sounds right.
I'm finding myself thinking a lot more this week than last week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Um, this doesn't look like a very good tactician board.
Mm-mm. I get to open 5, though. Ah, Well, I guess I have to do the obvious thing.
See, I think I would take a trading post.
That's what I was debating. But rebuild's nice and safe.
Yeah. It's certainly good here, but
Ooh, do I want Dame Josephine? Hmm. Sure. Is that a plane?
sounds like it. Actually, no, it's a car.
Oh.
It's a plane slash car.
Come on, Dutchy. Ah, darn.
That's the trick. Or that's the problem. GSH is right. It was actually a drone. Come to spy on me playing Dominion.
I secretly sent it over your way
Yeah.
because that's much more effective than just opening up another browser window.
Yeah. Well, you'll be delayed by 20 seconds or something. The real
That's
shame is not trashing the silver. It's that I had to discard a rebuild.
You have gotten a good start on these rebuilds.
I have.
Sure.
I've had good luck on this.
Makes up for last week's rebuild game. I think I have to actually get this now.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna end up pretty even because I whiffed on it there. So we split them. And you've got that Josephine character.
That is correct. Now the question is it better to play her or bridge? think the answer is her. And then this is always the debate, right? When to buy the estates.
Not now.
I think not now.
Really, what I should get here are these trade routes. They're like worth 4, right? Because this, or I guess the estates aren't gone yet. It's not even worth that much. Shouldn't they be worth 3 because of? Does Dame Josephine not get a? I guess she doesn't get a token. Never mind.
Hmm? I thought. Oh, she wasn't on top. Or no, wait, she was on top. So wait.
I guess
Hmm.
she just doesn't
I
get a
thought.
token at all. I'm not sure what the rule
Oh,
is on
maybe
that
because it's not a victory
pile.
pile.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess. Does anybody in the chat know what the rule is on Josephine and trade route? Well, if you do, let us know.
I think I got a really unfortunate draw here because I have all my duchies in hand. Ah, that is just bad.
The theme of the cage match is just to play the. I'm talking I'm gonna buy a tactician right now, guys. So, don't worry.
Ah, that was unlucky too. Well,
Sad times. I was going to flip them anyways, but. And I flipped my tactician. Um.
I think I'm in bad shape here.
I guess I can end it. I don't know if I am ahead or not. I think I lose
I
still.
think you are. No, I think you're ahead. I think you've got. Yeah. Oh, what? How did that happen?
It's that Josephine.
No, this is the game where it matters.
Josephine won.
I don't think I've ever had a game where Josephine wins.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I'm glad that's on. That's being recorded. I have to
Right.
go find that thread now.
Yep.
Uh,
Look, now we've got it. It's finally here.
yeah, yeah.
It's arrived. Best tactician board you can imagine. We've got it all. We
I don't
just
think any of the cards are
we
bad.
just had to we just had to wait it out. And it came through for us. That's why you should always trust in the random generator.
Question is, do I want Talisman?
This is game. Well, we've played 6, but one of them was interrupted, right?
I think so.
So this is 7 potentially.
Or is this game 6? I can't remember
Well,
now.
you said it was tied 2-2. Plus,
And
we
then
hadn't had the governor one, and then we won, and then you won.
Uh-huh.
So it should be.
That's 5, right?
Right. I was counting the part of the incompleted one,
Oh, right. Yes.
just as number of boards we've seen, I guess.
Oh yeah, so lucky number 7.
I don't even care what's in the black market. I don't know. Some stuff. Who cares?
Philosopher's Stone. Clearly, I should be getting a potion. Actually, I am really debating the talisman.
I thought about it, but I don't know.
I just
You,
want like lots of villages,
but you
right?
want fives, right? So,
But I want 5s.
I mean, I bought a village, which is probably bad, but the talisman, I don't know that it's better. I probably should have got silver, actually. I'm not sure why I got a farming village.
Yeah, I'm debating.
Either silver or double black
Yeah,
market
yeah.
seems
That's
seems better than what I did.
Look at all the great draw in there. We've got Smithy and Journeyman and Vault, and Smugglers and Goons, and yeah,
Oh
okay,
my
fine.
gosh, I didn't even read it. I wish I had gotten that double black market.
And I can't buy any of them.
That's okay though.
Oh, so sad.
I actually have 6, but I won't see the goons. Um,
Oh, boo.
yeah, but I don't know that any of that's better than, well, the quarry might actually be.
Yeah, I was gonna say Quarry's got to be the way to go here. Come on, good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Militia. I think I might have to do the count. The trashing. Oh man, I want all of them. Give me all of the cards.
Yeah, I would have taken the count or possibly a horn, but not whatever the other thing. What militia?
Militia.
I think the trashing will be worth it here. All right, let's get the second tactician.
I have not quite gotten there yet. Do I want smugglers? This is tricky. This is tricky. Best bet. I'm probably going to be trashing those estates. I'm not sure that I really want Crossroads right now. Yeah, give me the smugglers, even though this is like way too many terminals.
Let's buy some hamlets. All right, I've got my first black market tactician hand.
Uh-oh. I should just don't want these. I want my tactician.
If I can see a $4 card I want, I can make use of it. Actually, I guess I can make use of it anyways.
Like Smithy?
I don't know if I want a smithy or a lookout. Or, I mean, I can get stuff from I can get a farming village. Actually, I know what I want. I want the talisman.
Oh, no! Now you get it, huh?
Well, I've got a combo.
That's true. With Quarry. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I really wanted Quarry.
Where's the talisman? I
Hopefully
didn't get
buried
it.
on the bottom of your
I
deck.
didn't get it. Or the black market, and I have this Uh, I have this quarry. That's a bummer. Okay.
That is the kind of break I need. Repeatedly.
I don't know if I want Apprentice, Counselor, Market Square, or Merchant Guild. There's a lot of options.
Alright, give me an apprentice.
My talisman whiffed. I guess I could have got day mana there,
Yeah, I was
but
wondering. So- oh, I think I have to play the tack here. This has got to line up for you now. Oh, we're back around to goons already?
mm-hmm.
My goodness. All right. You got a talisman.
Yep.
I don't want to smuggle that.
Good. Then I picked the right thing.
Horn of Plenty might be a good option here. I think I like that option, actually.
Next turn, I'm gonna get about a dozen markets.
I hope not. Do I want the shantytown? Or would I rather just have a hamlet?
I don't know which five I want more. Council room, market, merchant guild. It's gonna be something.
All right, finally got my second tactician. At least I have a thin deck going for me. That's something. Although you're going to get through your deck, aren't you?
I don't want a thin deck. I want a deck full of awesome things.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm saving an estate in hand, discarding a copper just so I don't accidentally play all the treasures and get rid of.
Oh no, this is going to be a disaster.
Alright, so how many markets can I get here?
All the markets.
I guess we'll start with overpaying.
Oh my gosh. Six more markets you can get?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Nine. Wait. Oh, you got two talismans in play?
Yeah, yeah.
That's 9 markets, right?
I won't use them all on that. Um, I might get some merchant killed.
You're gonna let me get a market?
I don't know. I'm trying to think if I can fit in. Uh, I'm trying to think if I want to put in the merchant guilds, I guess.
I think Quarry was a killer card here.
It was. It usually is. Well, it is on things with lots of buys.
So, how do you feel about Steph's comment in his black market article that there are usually never killer cards in the black market, or things you can't compensate, or things you can usually compensate for them somehow?
Um, I'm not really sure. I mean, I think he's underselling the. Sometimes there are important things in the black market. I think he's underselling that a little bit, but I think he's right that um, that the kingdom itself is more important for deciding whether black market is good
Hmm.
rather than the black market. Um,
Yeah, so I'm very sad you got those markets because I can't smuggle it now.
well, I mean, I'm gonna end the game next turn. There's no way I can't pile out next
Yeah,
turn.
that's true. I don't think there's anything I could really do here because I can't end the game. Yeah, there's just. Well, you know what? I will have the fun of playing that. Yay, I got to do it. Sure, I'll take the smithy. All right, there you go.
All right, so I think I'll probably end up apprenticing a tactician now.
So what you need to end empty 2 piles, right?
Yeah, with a million talismans in play and
Oh, that's right. I forgot about those guys. Yeah. You have a whole economy there with all your markets.
I do.
Got the meat market and the vegetable market and the fruit market, clothing market, light arms market. This is the type of turn that's just so much fun to play out in person because you just start laying all these cards out on the table,
Oh yeah.
and then everyone gets mad at you.
I can empty the cellars, the hamlets, the. uh, I wonder how many. I mean, what do I need? I need like. I'm the one with the estate,
Yeah,
right?
you don't
So
even
I
need to get
don't
any
need the empty
points.
points. So we can do these guys. These guys. These guys. Uh,
The
all right.
five
All
pile.
right, we got 6. We
Oh, the
got.
farming village. You can empty farming villages too.
I didn't have money to do it, I don't think.
Oh.
Well, that was lucky to get the quarry out there. Just because of the talisman, mainly. I got the 6 pile.
GG.
Yep. You too. Alright, that was our. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better tactician game, so we at least have that
Yeah,
in the cage
that
match.
was pretty spectacular. I have to say. I think I can do one more if you're up for one more.
Alright.
No blue screen of death yet this
No,
evening,
so
so
yeah, we got that game in. So if it happens now, we're not coming back. It's over. Okay. So if the stream drops, guys, I'm not coming back. Um, have a good night.
okay. Oh, well, see, now we both get a chance at quarry, so that's okay.
I don't know how many. Leopold wants to know how many cards were in my deck. I don't know, but you can search it. You have a internet browser, and so the log is
Go
in there.
salvage.
It's in Salvager now. So if someone wants to go look that up, that would be interesting to know. Um, yeah, look at this. We've got a segue into our next card of the week.
Yeah, this is a good one to end on, I think.
Um,
Yeah, we'd Watchtower earlier, but it didn't really play a role. Neither of us bought it.
no, I think it probably could have. We just didn't do it.
Yeah, because we were trying to make Tactician work so
Yeah.
well. And that was just spectacular.
If there were real trash in here, I would try and skip Cultist. Just to do the double tactician thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lone and Watchtower are not going to cut it, I don't think.
Now, I was wondering if you opened 3-4, was Double Watchtower a good anti-cultist move?
I don't know. I might if I had 3-4, maybe I'd try it. Try double or it double Watchtower Lone. I mean, if you block, say, half the ruins, maybe I think you can probably make a double tactician deck here with conspirator and treasure and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's hard to keep you don't get it's difficult because you can't keep trashing the coppers once you start playing the tacticians. So that makes it quite a bit worse. Yeah, these games are unrated, Leopold. So you'll have to check that option to get it to come up in the log search. I will probably not do a navigator cage match unless this lasts for like 4 years and I'm doing all 200 cards. Someone asked about that. Cards that have been suggested so far that I will probably not do include Scout, Navigator. Someone said Vagrant. I probably won't do Vagrant.
No.
I'm not sure. I'm looking at cards that are at least middling strength.
The Duke suggestion was actually a really good
Yeah,
one.
well, I'll do a Duke one for sure.
Border Village with Yed would be interesting too, actually.
I'll do a. Is that his?
I think that's his.
Okay, maybe I can get him to do one. I'll do. I would do Border Village certainly. So just any card that is like in the upper half, I think. Oh, he can't find the. I'll do any card JSH suggests. Um, oh, I guess the log scraper is down right now.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Anyways, the number of cards in my deck last game was a lot. Since I gained like 30 on the last turn, 30 or 40. I will not do a lone cage match. I'm sorry, JSH. Lone is not good enough. Oh, you blocked one. I would do cards on this board that I would do cage matches for. I would do Corey. I would do Cultist later on, not at the start of it, but at some point. I would do Watchtower. I am going to do Watchtower. I would not do Navigator or Chancellor. I probably wouldn't even do Conspirator, although maybe I'd do Conspirator. You blocked again. Oh, you have two. I don't know how blocking the runes works out versus just, then you have Watchtowers in your deck that aren't silvers. I don't know how well that'll play out. I could probably do Conspirator or N. Someone is asking about that. I probably would never do Treasury. Oh, I thought I had a Cultist. Oh, there it is. Corey would be a pretty good one, actually. Are you still here? Polk? Maybe Polk's Skype died.
Oh wait, I hit the mute button.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. I kept talking and talking, and I didn't know. I, I couldn't hear. I didn't hear anything. So.
Yeah, my elbow accidentally hit the mute button on my mic.
I see. Poke muted himself. Yeah, I think I'd like to do. I did one treasury attack thing. I did this durate. I mean, I'd kind of like to do different types of cards. So Alt VP and then other special treasures, stuff like that.
I'm regretting the watchtowers. I guess I needed to be shown by the master how to play Watchtower. Next week, huh?
Leopold better deliver. I'm not very good with it, or I don't use it that often.
I'm also regretting not getting another cultist. This is going to be sad. All right, well, I have to have Tactician save me, I think. Boo. No, I do not want all those actions because some of them are ruins.
Leopold, you don't actually have to be really good with Watchtower. I just I don't know that there are many people that are really good with any individual card because nobody sits and plays repeated games with the same card. Or at least I don't.
When I play in person, that happens sometimes.
Mm, that's true.
Online, I don't go out of. The only one I did that for was Prince. I did an evening of casual games online with some friends. We did
Mm-hmm.
Prince every game.
Maybe I
Oh,
should just
this
be
was lame.
taking duchies.
That's not a bad idea. Two piles are out, right?
Did you get to play your tactician? Look at that.
I did get to play my Tactician. How great is that? And I actually kind of want that. There we go. Give me a province.
Is that all the money you got?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get there either.
My money was sitting on the bottom of my deck, I guess.
Oh, well. Man, I drew
Oh
this.
no!
Oh, gosh. I have this hand here of silver, gold, and three tacticians, but I've got two cards.
You mean three cultists? Or
I've just got a handful of cultists and money, which is fine, but it's at the end of a shuffle, so I have
oh.
to.
You said three tacticians, but
Oh, did
I,
I?
I
Yeah,
pretty confident you
I
don't
meant
have that.
cultists.
Sure you don't want those ruins shuffled in? Oh, here we go.
All right, see you later, Leopold. I will try and PM you sometime to figure out when we're gonna play it. Oh no, not the tactician.
Yeah, I might just buy another province. Well, okay. Well, not if I. Oh, there we go. Drew something good there.
I don't even know if province here wins it for me. Probably not. Though I like to see
Yeah,
that.
sure. Yeah.
This would be a nice time to have the point counter.
Mm-hmm. Although it doesn't matter so much for me, I think. I could just buy what I can. and hope that shuffle luck saved me.
I'm sure it did. You got 5, I think, promises. Yeah.
Yes!
All right, good game.
Good games. That was a lot of fun. I
Yep,
have to say, I really enjoyed that.
good. Well, thanks a lot for agreeing to play.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row. That was really great.
Yep.
I think we got some good games.
Yep. So I will. I guess you can say goodbye to the stream. I think we're gonna shut it off for now.
Goodbye, stream. Thanks for
So
watching.
see you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll probably be doing Watchtower next week. So tune in again if you want to see that. See ya.